Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday. Is it Thursday? No, it's Wednesday. And I'm so excited today. I really am. Jimmy and I did our dry run of our Be the CEO of Your Life class yesterday with some of his agents. And what material. Oh my gosh. It will just blow you out of the water. I hope you all sign up. I'm going to put this down here so you know. That's interesting, the background. Anyway, it's tomorrow, 10 to 1. Be the CEO of your life. And you can Zoom, you can come into the classroom. And if you come into the classroom, you get a free lunch. And you go to bee.vegas and sign up. It is a fantastic class. Jimmy hit this one out of the park, I'll tell you. He just blew me away. He's got it all together. And, it's interesting because I wanted to talk today about some of those things. So let me talk about the stats first. All right. What's going on in Vegas? 17 and a half days of inventory. So we are listing less than we're selling. So we need to list as many as we close, and we're closing about 126 per day. So we need to list 126 per day, or our numbers are going to decrease. And yesterday, for heaven's sakes, you put 139 under contract. Y'all are just working. I mean, that's just fantastic. We may not hit the April 155 a day, which that's okay, right? That's okay, because we're not listing as many as we need to. So, and look, they put me up here instead of down there. Always something going on that's different with this thing. That's not it. Huh. Oh, well, I'll be up here, but now you can't see that. Okay, let's move over here. Lord. So let's look at the $1 million homes. Yeah, we've sold 562 so far this year, which is 91% of all of last year. Oh my goodness. And we have 368 listings. So they're flying off the shelf too, Let's see. They're going really fast. Everything else is copacetic. The median price hangs in there at 380,000. That's the median. So let's take and some of those higher priced homes are in the median. So I know that most of the listings are probably, if I had to guess, I didn't do the stats this morning on that, are probably about 350. When you think, yeah, I think so. I think that's probably about it. And then segueing over here to Vegas, I want to talk a little bit about, let's see if I can bring this up. Here was what applied analysis predicted. The post-vaccine recovery will be a function of how much damage is done to the economy pre-vaccine, including the stimulus dependence. And so this was their guess of how it was going to go in 2021. You can see here that they predicted for May and June to be pretty high up there, almost 90% of the visitor volume. That's what this is reflecting. And this is what they wanted. They wanted the curve to go a little bit faster and a little higher. You know what? With the conventions and the things that are going on, and I think that because they did this last year, I don't think they gauged that the recovery was going to be so fast once we had a vaccine. And people, 100% occupancy at the hotels based on the guidelines that the governor set. And many of our hotels are 100% capacity, hotels and casinos. The restaurants are back. It's just wonderful. And we don't have to look back. Let's just look forward. And that is kudos to applied analysis. I keep looking for their new perspective, but I haven't seen it yet. So we'll see. All righty. Today we're going to talk a little bit about your business, And one of the things, I'm going to find my little handout here. One of the things that is really interesting is that the business is like a three-legged stool. Okay, and the first leg of the stool is your sales and marketing, and then the second leg is customer service, and the third leg is where is it? Wanted to show you is your financial management. Now the financial management piece is one. I want to show you this. Let's see if I have it here. Okay. The financial piece is really important, and so I thought that perhaps we might think about reducing our debt. And this is an item of value that Buffini has, and I think this is really good to give out to your customers as an item of value, but also, it's not how much you make sometimes, it's how much you're spending. And debt reduction is big when you're running your business, because you have to take a $10,000 commission check and devote at least 1/3 of it, to running your business, and then 1/3 of it to taxes, and then 1/3 of it to personal. So basically, if you cut it all up, you're going to get about $3,400 personally out of one deal if you're running your business like a business. And what are you going to do if your debts exceed that $3,400? So I thought this was really a really good item of value. And you pay more on the credit card with the highest interest rates is one of the tips that they give you. And then once that's paid off, then you add the payment amount on that highest one to the payment you've been making on the second highest interest rate card. And a lot of these tips come from Living Debt Free. I read that book oh my gosh, 10 years ago. Great book by Dave Ramsey. And this was his formula. And he said then that once the second card is paid off, you add the amount to the payment on the third card until all the cards are paid off. So you take the highest interest cards and you pay the most on them, the minimum on the other ones. And then when that one's paid off, then on the second one, you take the amount that you were paying on the first one now and add it to the second one. And now that one gets paid off faster. And then on your third highest interest rate card, you've got even more to pay on that one. And it cascades very quickly, because I think what people don't realize is that high interest rate on that one card is eating up the reduction of the debt on the other cards. So because you only have so much money, right? And so what also Buffini did here is he actually put an example, because it's one thing to talk about it, but then it's another thing to see it right here. And he's saying that after 12 months, your total credit card debt can be eliminated. And on this scenario, you have $480 per month available for investment in your business. So that is really something that's not just for your clients, but it's for you as well. And we talked so much yesterday in our Be the CEO of Your Life class about money, and the financial management of your money in a business allows you to work on your business, not so much in your business, because your goal is to get someone to help you with the mundane things, the things that are someone else can do easily, while you do the more important things like making phone calls and Popeyes and getting out there and networking. So that should be your goal if you're going to, make $250,000 a year. Especially, you're going to need some help. So let's look here for a second at let's hide that one. Ta-da. And let's look at this one. Hold please. Sales and marketing. Let's look at the sales and marketing piece. So the financial management, the first thing you should concentrate on is reducing your debt on your personal side of your life, so that you have more money to invest in your business. So now, let's see, is that it? Okay, sales and marketing. So I think one of the main things that I can tell you is that if you don't have a database, then you probably don't have goals either, because what are you surrounding your goals by if not to communicate with people and adding people to your database, communicating with people on your database? And it really is important that you manage the people in your database, because there's going to be some people that will never refer you. I mean, you can just ask them. You can do the mayor campaign. You can say, do you have a realtor you're working with? If they say yes, delete them from your database. I mean, go after the people that will consider giving you a referral or doing business with you. And your best people, the people you need to concentrate the most on over time, is the people who say that they will refer you and have referred you to other people. And that is so important. And then you have clients that say they will refer you, but they haven't yet. And those are your A's. And so you need to work hard on them too, so that they do refer you. So I like paying attention to the A's, A pluses and the A's, because the people who say they're going to refer you, they probably will. You just have to keep giving them value. And here's some dialogues to use. You can say, hi, from time to time, I'd like to check in with my clients, my friends and family, depending on who you're talking to ask if there are any other ways that I can be a better service to you and your family. And to ask if I'm still the agent you would refer if you know someone who is looking to buy or sell a home. So, hi, from time to time, I'm checking in. So that's a good thing to say, perhaps, to your A's. And then there's another dialogue here, and it says, a while ago, I made a commitment to run my business by referral. And one of my goals was to never take your business and your referrals for granted. So am I still the agent that you refer your friends and family if they're looking to buy or sell a home? That's a little bit twist. So there's 3 dialogues here, and it depends on your situation, which one you're going to use on whomever you're calling. And then you can say, hi, this is Ruth. I'm calling today because I wanted to touch base with you. Are you still receiving the items I have been sending to you? And are you still enjoying them? That's a good question. Are you still enjoying them? That's a yes or no. I don't know that I might not say yes or ask a yes or no question. I hope you're still enjoying them. I want to know that I do not take advantage of our relationship, and I want to ask if I remain your agent of choice. Now, I might alter that a little bit. Because I might say, that I might say something about the market. So I think that when you end all 3 of these dialogues, I think the market is a relevant topic that you need to mention, because if you don't mention that, I mean, this market it's a frenzy market. It's really crazy, and it's not going to last. And I think that you have to interject in there that, do you know that because of this market we're in and the recovery from the pandemic, the value of your home has increased. Would you like me to send you a market research analysis to show you what your home is worth? I think that if I were doing any one of these dialogues, I would include that in my conversation with them. So, so when you're talking about your business, you've got your sales and marketing, your financial management, and your customer service. So, the definition of sales, what is it? Well, it's the daily focus of turning potential leads into customers and then generating more business from existing customers. And that, to me, is working with your database. So one of the 3 main things, to me, this is the foundation of your business. And it is generating more business from existing customers and turning potential leads into customers. So let's say that that's the foundation. And then what is marketing? Marketing is promoting yourself, networking, and then generating leads for your business. And leads can be people that someone refers you to. That's a lead, right? It's someone that walks into an open house. That's a lead. If you're walking a neighborhood, walking your farm, and you're communicating with people, that's a lead. And you can turn that into a relationship and add it to your database based on, whether they have an agent or not, whether they're interested, and just how the conversation goes. So that's why this is like the rock solid bottom of building your business and increasing your business as well. So that's the sales and marketing part of your business. And then, gosh, let's look at this here. We've got ta-da, business planning. Wow. So what does this allows you to, let me see if I can put myself down here again. I don't know if it's going to work this time. Yeah, that's good enough. So one of the first things is, calling people. You've got to call your people, and you've got to network with the people that you know. And they say Popeyes, and I like to include farming in the Popeyes, because you don't just have to pop by people that you know. You can pop by people in your farm. And then a video email message. Gosh, video. Oh my goodness. If you're not doing video, let's get starting. You need to do video. And then the next thing is, the additional marketing that you do. So if you're doing any promotions, any postcards, there's a postcard that we still send to our property owners, and it's a keep 'em card, and it always has valuable information, like the schedule of the NFL season, or the Golden Knights, or the Aviators. Those are like just 3 of the months of cards, and then they have things about the casinos, and they used to do one that I really liked. I haven't seen it in a while, and it was, a list of all the buffets in town and the times, and people keep those cards. So that's the company's called Keep 'em, so they do that. And then, do you have events, and do you have like something for first-time home buyers? These are just ideas of how you can plan your business activities for the year. And you always want to remember to have a client appreciation party. That is so huge. And have a housewarming party for someone who lives. Let's say you just sold a house in Summerlin. Well, and they have lots of friends. Because they've been here for 10 or 15 years or 20 years, whatever the number is. But they've been here a while, so they have a sphere of influence of their own. And then you invite everybody to come to their housewarming party, and you meet more people. And that's part of building your business. And that's also part of, customer service. Having these parties and events are customer service. And it's the definition, according to the book that I was reading on this. It says the definition of customer service is the creation, the production, and fulfillment to your customers. It includes logistics, the administration of your business, and operations like having parties. So that's something that you need to think about including in your business, is having events for people. So this is a business planning calendar. And, this is kind of like a goal setting calendar. I like to refer to this, because it gives you things that you have to do, plan. This is a planning calendar. So plans turn into goals, and goals turn into business. And so I like this a lot. Let me just show you one other thing today. Let me get myself here. So, inquiries. Now, a lot of people call inquiries leads. And I'm trying to get away from that, because I've done that myself for years. You can go buy leads off of Zillow. You can buy leads many, many places. But I think they're inquiries, people inquiring about properties. They turn into a lead when you have some type of communication with them. And your goal is to turn that inquiry into a customer here's some steps to follow. And this is particularly about people who communicate with you on social media, and people who reach out to you on your website. So it says, that's the definition of number 1. The person reaches out. Number 2, you take that person and you put them into your database. Now, if you have the Agent Formula website, it'll automatically go in if it went into your website. Otherwise, you do have to enter them. And you can put them on an Excel spreadsheet and upload it when right away. And then number 3, you want to connect quickly. So what we've done with Agent Formula is, once you put it in that database, you identify it if it's a buyer, seller, investor, and then one of those categories of email campaigns will go out to them for 7 to 10 days. And then when the Las Vegas Market Watch comes out, they will get another email of the Las Vegas Market Watch. So the first time you put them in the database, they're going to get several inquiries from you the first month. And then the months thereafter, they get the Las Vegas Market Watch, unless you create another campaign, which I would recommend. Definitely, and it's part of the Buffini system, is that about the middle of the month, you send them out an email item of value. And from time to time, I give you those. So you should have enough to send out at least one a month. And then, so you've connected quickly. And then you want to send an introduction and a value added content, which that happens with Agent Formula. If you don't have Agent Formula, then you need to create your own, unless you're a Buffini, and then you can use some of his materials. So there's lots of materials out there. I mean, nobody should be asking, how do I do this and what do I use? Because we got Agent Formula, you got Buffini, and then there's other things. You got Tom Ferry. You got so many people out there to help you do these things. It's just a matter of taking the time and figuring out which one you want to use. And we use a combination of Agent Formula and we use Buffini because we like mailing. We find we get a lot of response from mailing. Okay, number 5, follow up. Oh my gosh, that is the biggest thing. Follow up. That's your sales and marketing. That's your customer service. That's 2 legs of your business. And this is something from the book that I was reading. And Jimmy and I both use this. Your business is a 3-legged stool, and it's not going to stand on 2 legs. That's why you have to have financial management, customer service, and sales and marketing. And so follow-up is part of customer service and sales and marketing. So very important that you do that. And then, of course, because this is an inquiry that you turned into, you turn this inquiry into a prospect, let's say, and now you want to schedule some type of a meeting. Okay, so if this came from social media, it might just be a FaceTime. It might be a phone call. Anyway, you want to schedule some type of introductory meeting. And if you're advertising on Facebook and you're getting leads from ads, those are tough because they give you phone numbers, they give you email addresses, and you can direct message them. But what happens with Facebook is sometimes people click on things just to see what it is, not necessarily that they're interested in what it is and in executing on what it is. So you have to not get discouraged when you get leads, and I think that's true of any leads that you get. You've got to find the needle in the haystack, so to speak. And then once you meet, then of course you've got to deliver exceptional service, and that's in the customer service area. And then you include them in your client appreciation program, which is sending them an item of value, whether that's email or mail. And I suggest that if you're creating a relationship, that you do have their home address and their phone number and their email address, and a little bit about them too. So along the way, you need to find out, a little bit about them as a person. Do they have a family? Or where do they work? Do they have pets? All types of things that can help you better create the relationship down the road with them. So let's see. I think I had one more here to show you today. Maybe not. Maybe that was it. Oh, I know what I wanted to show you today. I think we showed you this the other day, but I want to explain this because I am very much, as you know, into farming. And if you can get a 500 home farm, here's what the stats say. And I said this the other day, but I'm going to say it again. If you have 500 homes, according to the stats, NAR stats, 71 of those homeowners will list every year. And that's based on the fact that people move every 7 to 10 years. So when you pick a farm, you might want to pick a farm, let's say that the 500 is three farms, and one of your farms is people who've been there a while. Or people that move a lot, a high turnover area, like the senior communities. People come and go there. They do. They get older and then they want to go and be back with their children. or one of their significant others passes away, so they want to go back home, or they want to sell, whatever happens. But we see a lot of turnover in the senior communities because that's what it is. So if you follow your system, you can get 33% or at least 24 listings per year out of that 500 home, out of those farms that equal 500 homes. So I just wanted to put those numbers up there because this isn't our stats, and it's based on actual data, and it's based on, farming and following up. And if you're going to just start doing this, don't expect results for at least 8 months. I always tell people that because you have to manage your own expectations. So that's the numbers that substantiate why I love farming, because there's a formula to it. There's an actual formula to it. And let's see, tomorrow, 10 a.m. to 1, for 3 CE credits, it'll be general, be the CEO of your life. So we're going to talk a lot for 3 hours tomorrow about being the CEO of your life and building your business and how you structure your business and how you structure your time and how you do sales and marketing and and we're going to talk more about the farming and how you build a foundation for your business. Jimmy Dag always says when he asks his agents, well, what are you doing? The answer he wants them to say is, I'm building a business. Because you're in business, you are an entrepreneur. And an entrepreneur means that you don't have a job, you have a business. If you have a job, that probably means you're living paycheck to paycheck because you haven't built your business yet. So there's some really key points into building a successful business, and we're going to continue with the CEO of your life, and probably this will be the part 1, and probably toward the end of the year we might do part 2 because there's a lot of stuff here. And in this class tomorrow, we have a video from Tom Ferry, and he absolutely hits the nail on the head on how to structure your business, with the LLC, and then how you take your money here, put money there. And then he has something that I've never seen anybody do before. And that is, once you have all that structure, now what? So you're going to love the class. If you come 10 to 1, you can zoom in or come into class. I'd love to see everybody there. It's a fantastic class. Jimmy Dag has done a great job of putting this together. I put my 2 cents into it, of course, but he's really the one that did most of it. And it's fantastic. So hope to see you all there. I'll be here tomorrow morning, and we'll continue talking about business and some other things that you can do. You all enjoy the day. I love you all. I love I love the fact that you message me and that you stay in touch with me. And like, here's Miss Claudia. Happy Wednesday. Oh my gosh. Now that is the best picture, Claudia. I love that. And then that might be Frank, or might be Annetta in the I don't know. The Facebook doesn't put the pictures there when it's from a group. So y'all have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great Wednesday. I got to get that in my head, right? It's Wednesday, Ruth, not Thursday.